Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3, The Ringed City. I stayed true to my word, and I have respec one final time to play around with the paired Ring Knight Greatswords and their tremendous moveset. So you should remember this ladder that we came across last episode, just off the elevator near the statue of Gwyn. Today, we're going to explore what's down here. And there's a lot to take note of. All of the many primordial serpent statues, the Sword of Avowal imagery, even stronger down here, and a couple of miscellaneous armor pieces. Ordinary garb from an ancient land of sorcery, the gold embellishments betray a faint residue of magic, but the clothing was never intended for battle. When a mission visited the Ringed City long ago, one of its younger missionaries elected to stay behind. It was also he who became the last recorded Spear of the Church. And we also got the violet wrappings, which... oh no, it's not a headpiece, it's gloves. These arm wrappings sewn with violet cloth and embroidered with gold thread were intended for everyday use, yet they served well enough in many a battle, in wreathing the arms of one who would go on to embrace the sword. Those are the armor pieces of Half-Light, who we just fought at the end of the last episode. And making one of the most dramatic plunges yet, we drop into this arena, this beautiful cavern, where in front of us lies Midir, who we dropped off of a fucking bridge. Let's fucking go round 4. Made one slight change because he is weak to lightning. So I went and upgraded the old Dragon Slayer Great Axe. Could cheese this out with Pestilent Mercury, but that's no fun. Need to get back because he's up on his hind leg. Ah, no, I'll block it. I wouldn't have had time. Ah, fuck. Oh, again? Okay. Second. Oh, nope. Misread that. That's laser time. On. Mate usually likes to follow up the laser that way. Oh, I got your fucking number. Takes a huge chomp out of me. Perfect. That flame breath is surprisingly really easy to roll through. That, when he roars like that, just dodge forward into him, because it usually means he's about to do a grab attack. Ah, should have seen that. That hurts like hell. Ooh! I still got caught by the leg. Are you about to die forward? I wasn't sure. Like, I thought I read that. And then just doubted myself so I didn't roll. Oh, we're doing lasers again already. Fuck, this is so scary. It's the scariest thing he does, even though I think I'm starting to learn to dodge that consistently. Holy shit. The edge of that. And then there. He gets real... oh, come on. Real low to the ground when he's about to do that. Oh, I misread that. I thought fire was coming. Yeah, that's this. It's really similar to Sin. When Sin rears up like that, he breathes fire straight down to try to catch you if you're under his legs. And again, you can get like 2 hits on his tail. Which is not bad. Ideally, you would like to hit him in the face, but that's not always the easiest thing to do. So you take damage where you can get it. But Midir's comes a grab attempt. Midir's a fucking tank. If you hit him in the head, it does double damage. It's 2? Yeah. No tail whip. Charge. It really behooves you to not lock on in this fight. Because he has... There are camera problems with this fight. Especially when you're locked on. And he has a huge moveset that you really need to be able to read. So having free control of the camera is the best way to achieve that. Ah, fuck. Here we go. So that huge moveset got bigger. What's it gonna be first? Oh, shit. The really bad laser attack. Just like 3 more sweeps to this. Holy shit. At least if you don't get one-shotted by it, it knocks you down so you don't get hit by the follow-up explosion. It's like amygdala's laser, except way more intense. That laser is by far one of the scariest things he does. Damn. Missing out on 500 damage sucks. So he retains his entire Phase 1 moveset and just gains like 5 things. Fuck you. Like pursuers. Ugh. Oh. I think the hitbox for that is way more shallow than it looks, but I tend to run away from that further out than I need to just to be safe. There are too many dangerous things that Midir does to take chances. Should be able to get through that. The thing that sucks about this move is that he gets so far away from you. It's like you can't punish it effectively. This is fine. You don't get that much damage after he tries to do the grab, but still alright. And I don't think we've been hitting his head enough, so we probably won't get to visceral attack him. But if you do a lot of damage to his head over the course of the fight, at like 80% or so, or sorry, 20% left, you can do a visceral attack that usually ends the fight. So in a lot of circumstances, you really only have to deplete about 4/5 of the health bar. Yeah. Thought I might be in recovery. I think I'm good to just kind of go for it now. And affinities are coming. Oh! That is a ridiculously intense fight. Really enjoy that. Oh, what do we get? We got Spears of the Church. Green rusted ornament of young grass. The crest of Princess Filianor. Again, more connections with the Chloranthy ring. Spears of the church watch over the princess's slumber, and when the church is compromised by a trespasser, the Judicator summons them as loyal spirits to eliminate the threat. Loyal spirits summoned as spears of the church are granted a blessing and protection. Yeah, that's, you join the covenant and you get summoned for the half-light fight. And then what else do we... Oh yeah, his soul, holy shit. That's like an exhausting fight too, because it's so long. Midir, descendant of archdragons, was raised by the gods, and owing to his immortality, was given a duty to eternally battle the dark, a duty that he would never forget even after the gods perished. Given the gods' history with the dragons and the war they waged against them, that adds an even more fucked up layer to it. They kidnapped this baby dragon and raised them for their own purposes. Purposes which were in no way noble. Given what we know about the seal and the curse and the dark and how dirty they did the pygmies. Back to my paired Ring Knight Greatswords. Just equip that Dragon Slayer one for the lightning effect. Just to push forward a little bit more damage. Old Moonlight, a memory of an old sword found deep within Midir. The sorcery uses souls to grant form to the thought and attack with it. Attacks are coupled with light waves, and sustaining the stance before attacking increases their speed and potency. The sword is named after Moonlight, but it is slightly different than the one fashioned of the Pale Drake's Seath. Perhaps it is rooted in an older memory from not long after the beginning. There's a double meaning to that, since the spell produces a magic sword identical to the one from Kingsfield 2, where the Dragon Seath is the final boss. We also get this exquisite blade, now stained black and frayed at the hilt. Without its sheath, it will soon crumble into nothing. A dragon weapon symbolizing Dark Eater Midir. Let's grab Old Moonlight. What a cool spell. So that other thing that we got from Midir's soul is Katana. A lot like Dark Drift. The one that Iria uses. There's a pretty decent theory on Reddit with a lot of circumstantial evidence positing that there's a relationship between the Londor Sable Church and the Church of the Ringed City. Like, one may have possibly given rise to the other, and the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of coming around on that. There's another kind of whack theory that Half-Light was Manus. I think that's a stretch, and it's reaching far beyond what little evidence there is shows. But the idea that Londor may have splintered off from the Ringed City Church, which worshipped Gwyn and the gods in Anor Londo, I like that idea. I think that's actually pretty well supported, and ground zero for the split was possibly right here in the Ringed City. In any case, I think it's an interesting theory, so I'll link it in the description. There's certainly a compelling case there, even if that connection doesn't actually put anything into a new context. Like, it doesn't actually reveal anything that deepens our understanding of anything else in the world, really. But I still think it's kind of interesting. Also interesting is how there's an inextricable link between Midir and Half-Light, given this sword is off of his soul, and he gives the Covenant item for the Spears of the Church, and you find the Half-Light items, like, right above his boss room. Anyway, we're now just going on to check in with Shira, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit.
My most humble thanks. 'Tis thanks to thee the dragon erred not from his vows. Please, take this, a final gift of thanks. Now, hasten on thy journey, but wake not the slumbering princess, as the fire waneth does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man. Oh, thou art now a spear of the church. What a wonderful, blessed day this is. With a spear such as thee, surely the princess will slumber most gently, and Midir's vows will be honoured. I must thank thee, as a servant of the princess, and a dear friend to Midir. May thy travels be resplendent with glory. As the fire waneth, does she lie by the dark, but now with thee to shelter her sleep, bless ye, spears of...
Shira very kindly gives us a titanite slab for putting down her dear friend Midir, who, regardless of the motives of the gods and their war against the dragons, still a sweet enough relationship. Now there is another matter. We're going to do a lot of bonfire hopping in this episode. There was the matter of a riddle we haven't solved yet, and we're just going to go forward one bonfire on the list. We're at the inner wall. We're going to go to the streets. So I think this, even with the load times aren't really consequential on PC. This should be the faster route to get to this anyway, without aggroing a bunch of Herald Knights. Plus, we get to play with the paired swords and show off my favorite thing that these things are capable of. So there is a combo that is R1, L1, 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 and it turns you into a goddamn helicopter. I'm so happy. Oh my god, it makes me so unbelievably happy. Oh, there was the matter of a riddle. 3 simple words. Show your humanity. I said there was a little bit of foreshadowing when we were in this neck of the woods earlier on, or this neck of the swamp. We picked up a bunch of these young white branches. Well, we don't want to turn into moving crystals. That's wrong. But we pick up a couple of them here, which is a hint that you're supposed to use them in this swamp to chameleon-like turn yourself into a humanity sprite. Isn't this clever? So we're gonna make a long... Oh, I've never seen that animation before. I'm burrowing into the muck. We're gonna make the long, I would say walk, but it's more of a float. Back up the stairs and up to the bonfire, and to the room adjacent to the bonfire where the riddle was, where we opened up that shortcut. And I think aside from the young white branches being by that tree, the only other hint that you're supposed to do this, that this is the way you show humanity. You can see there's a chute up there for a ladder to drop. I think the only other hint is that it's an abyssal swamp. A place that is rife with dark, with humanity.
But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
And up this way, you just come to a straight drop down. But this is suspended over the series of bridges that were above the staircase with the Herald Knights earlier. There are a couple of threats up here. First off, there are 2 of these ring knights up here, and I feel like I got lucky catching this one early in his patrol path before the other can join in. Ooh, what did I suddenly forget the timing for this? Did I just suddenly get really rusty? What was that? You know what? We don't even have to play this game. We have a big, heavy sword. There ain't enough poise in the world to deal with that. And then there's another one. I think it's a spear-wielding one somewhere around here. But that is paired with another really big threat, which is a sitting judicator. This one's not nearly as big of a deal as the other ones that we fought. because there is ample ways to break line of sight. And arguably, the most dangerous thing is that he summons. I cannot find this other ring knight. It's driving me nuts. He's there patrolling the background now. I have no idea how he gets around without me noticing. The most dangerous thing that the adjudicator summons are the archers, so if you have a way to break line of sight, where did he go? Okay, whatever. We'll just deal with the adjudicator. We'll just deal with this first, I guess. Oh, wait, here comes... Ooh. He comboed them. He comboed those together. Comboed the Half-Light into the Anorlando archers. Into Leto. Okay, we just gotta solve this problem right now. Whoops, that shouldn't have been a kick. Oh, I guess the Half-Light was inside of him. And there's that ring knight. The way this thing gets around is ridiculous to me. Whoops. Okay, maybe there is enough poison in the world, especially with that buff. I'm assuming that that buff is one of the components, is that it raises poise. There we go. But there's a reason we come up here, and it's not just to fight some bullshit. I want to make sure that I drop in the right spot here, and that I didn't miss anything first, because I don't think it's straight off of here. I'm going to take another pass over the garden up here, just in case we miss something. And then we'll make the drop down. I don't think I missed anything, but it's a pain in the ass getting back up here, so let's just be double sure. Do our due diligence, checking around. So the drop that we make, I'm pretty sure is just right down here, and you can see from the item glow that this is new to us. This, oh, he's so... His balls are so big. Trying to chuck lightning from the edge of a drop. So this dragon head shield is just the lighter version of the great shield we found earlier. I don't think there's anything new in the item description. Their contributions were never lauded. Same thing the other one said. Just the regular shield version of the great shield. Oh, and there was a ladder we missed. So not diligent enough to find that ladder. But this is what we came down here for. This is what we solved that riddle for. Pray to the Purging Monument, where we can request absolution, dissolution, or reinstate the King's decree. What that will do is respawn the Half-Life fight. Aside from that, it has the same functions as the Velka statue from way back in the settlement sewers. Oh, by the way, I was mistaken about farming slabs off of the Half-Life fight by respawning it. You only get the Titanite slab once per new game cycle, even though you can respawn the fight. So you'd have to go to the next New Game Plus to get another slab from Half-Life. Oh, well about that. So next up, we made that jump so we could get easier access to Lapp, who was searching for the Purging Monument that we just unlocked.
What did I come here in search of? Damn. Stop it. I'm unbreakable. Unbreakable. Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all. Ah, thank you. Most sincerely. I swear upon my birth name that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always. It won't be long now, who I was
And he's so sincere about it. He is a true friend, gentle amnesia boy Lapp. And he means it no matter who he is when he recovers his memory or who he was. Lapp is still your friend. Lapp is a gentle, good boy. And we repaid the favor that he did for us back in the Earthen Peak ruins by helping him finally find the Purging Monument. We're gonna jump yet another bonfire. This time we're going back to the shared grave. That enormous tower we were in before knocking Midir off the bridge. Oh yeah, we definitely just leapt over that crumbling bit of a staircase.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
Didn't kick us to our deaths or anything. In fact, he just put us in a spot we'd already been to. A spot which if we hadn't visited yet, we would have gotten some items there. So Lapp was Patches all along. Everybody knew it. As much as I pushed the sweet amnesia boy narrative, everybody knew. The voice, the posture. I still believe in Lapp. I still believe Lapp was our true friend, and even Patches, like I said, did not actually just do us any harm. It was more like a little love kick. So not only does all of that make it seem like Patches has been around since the beginning, like this Patches in our game in DS3 is the original Patches from DS1. Or so it seems. And he even leaves his armor behind. Whoops. Steel armor of the amnesiac Lapp. This blade armor body that covers the torso cleanly without even slight gaps provides heavy defense, quite fit to conceal a hollowed body, and indeed one's very identity. So he's chastising you for everything that humanity has ever represented in Dark Souls. Want, desire, and greed. That is an astounding twist. And it completely recontextualizes Patches. And makes him, I think, one of the most interesting characters in this series all of a sudden. Instead of this simple grave robber who just kind of trolls you all the time. That's kind of astounding to me. And the fact that he has kept himself sane, if this is the original unbreakable Patches, he's kept himself sane with a soul-driving purpose that has never wavered, because if it had, he would have just hollowed out. So that's gonna do it for now. We only have one thing left to do. A fine dark soul to all of you.